Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Pressure coming. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Trying to bully their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gain.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Manning. Buys a little time. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. And it's on the ground. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to pass, it's Manning. That's caught, it's Moore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, and those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks.
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield here.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Aller. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Little touch pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Looking for the goal line. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. He leaves it with the back. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Right down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Scanning the field, it's Aller. Got his man downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Penn State! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And Defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Sometimes a play like that, incorporating the back in the passing game, almost seems like cheating. It's so easy.
Yep, because you can run it against man or you can run it against zone. If you're patient, obviously, with zone coverage, he can come open. But man-to-man, I like my chances of a running back versus a linebacker. So nice job by the quarterback. Nice job by the running back.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always...
Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Using his legs, it's Singleton. Can't get him to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Dropping back, it's Allard. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll be stopped short on the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, and the defense, they rise up to the challenge in a critical moment in this game. 3rd down, trailing by a possession late. They had to find a way to force an incompletion. They've now done that.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Nittany Lions enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. They're going back to the ground. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Aller. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll move the wide receiver. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. That was hard.